You know, not that we think the goats need more food with all this tall grass, but we like to treat our animals here at the Rylee Ranch. Today on the menu, lots of flowers. And then we'll check in with some projects going on here. I hope you guys have a great day. You know, you might see less wheelbarrow videos in the summer here. That's because there's so much grass right now. You guys, enjoy your flowers. Well, looks like everybody's coming in to eat. And this is the problem why we don't have a lot of wheelbarrow videos right now. Maple, you got too much grass to eat. And I gotta be honest with you guys, nobody's coming out of this pasture until all the grass is mowed down. We gotta let the other fields grow a little. You guys, get to work. And I wanted to touch base on some of the projects a lot of people are asking about at the Rylee Ranch. Well, one of them is what's happening with the ostrich eggs. So I actually just snuck into the ostrich den and we're gonna see what's going on. Yesterday they laid one egg. And it looks like we still only have one egg today. So we'll check back tomorrow, but that's good news. One egg is good news. And of course, we want to have a little update on our ostrich eggs. I made a makeshift ostrich egg incubator out of a chicken incubator. Not sure if it's going to work. Not sure if the eggs are even fertile, but what do we have to lose? Absolutely nothing. So here's my ostrich egg incubator. I put them in May 30th. So we're on day 6, 7 right now. Not even sure if they're fertilized. Not even sure if it's going to work. But you know what? We have nothing to lose. So we just come in here and I'm like a mother ostrich. And I turn my eggs 3 to 5 times a day, changing the direction to simulate my ostrich life. And you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's working, but you know what? Only time will tell and we have nothing to lose. And hopefully the ostriches outside keep laying eggs and we can get them to naturally hatch them. But last time they ate them all. And then basically what we're gonna do every few days, we're gonna candle the eggs to see if there's any development. So definitely looks like there's a bit of a dark spot in there, but I could just be imagining things. But we'll know in another week or so. Right now, definitely probably a little early. Another thing we're dealing with every day here at the Rylee Ranch is we're removing these big patches of stinging nettle. It's an invasive weed that none of the animals eat. It takes over the property and it's not nice if it touches your skin. So we're pulling out as much as we can every day. We're gonna show Zane how not to put our fingers through the fence. What's happening? Ow! Oh, uh-oh, don't do that. Look, here's my finger. Ow, ow, ow! 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 That is what we don't want. Look at the ostrich. Put your finger in here. Ow! 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 You know, last week we put up this giant fence, right, Zane? And everyone's asking, are we going to remove the wire behind the fence? Well, yeah, it's really hard on my back and it's really hard to pull it out. But I'm happy to say we've removed 300 feet of wire. Most of the posts, we just got 17 more posts to pull out. And Zane, I don't know if you're strong enough yet, but I would prefer if you did that because my getting close to 40 back is hurting. So we got all the wire out, just 17 posts left to pull out. Zane. And Zane is trying to take my hat or trying to put my hat on. I'm not sure. Do you want to help pull out the posts? Ah! Now, the reason we put this wood fence was because it's safer for the humans, it's safer for the animals, it's less maintenance, and these, you know, if someone ever falls on this, a human or an animal, that is not going to be a good ending. Right, Zane? All right, buddy, let's keep going. And of course, it barely rains here at the Rylee Ranch, so Zane is the waterer. Zane, we're supposed to water the trees, not your shoes. What do you think, Zane? Zane! You're doing a great job. You're going to be a great farmhand. These metal T-posts, I tried everything I could to get them out. And the solution, if you ever need to do it, I just run the hose on it for a little bit and they yank right out like butter. Zane, keep watering those posts. Some people water trees. We water metal T-posts. Right, Zane? Right, Zane? Okay, hold the hose and I'm gonna yank. Ready? No, Zane, water in here. In there. Yay! All right, we got another one out. Let's go to the next one, Zane. Good job. Okay, we're going to this one. Oops. Here's Zane. Zane. Zane right here. And to everyone who's asking when I was going to take the wire and the posts out from behind this fence, I'd like you all to know my back now hurts, but the job is done. The Rylee Ranch now accepting donations. RyleeRanch@gmail.com by PayPal. I guess I need to buy some Advil. And a status update on Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Scrooge. Selma and Jub Jub won't let them into their pen. Miguel, Patty, and Sebastian won't let them into their pen. And Timon and Maurice won't let them into their pen. So we're hoping maybe when they're a little bigger, they'll be welcomed into one of the 3 emu areas. Maybe they're just too small, but at least the 4 of them are doing well. They're just not welcome with any of the other emus yet. We'll keep trying every day though. And we got a ton of wire we're taking to the recycling today. You know, some people say keep the wire and use it for another thing. I don't ever want wire on my property again. I never want a maintenance wire, ever. I hate it. I hate it so much. No more wire. My favorite thing when I'm done with something on a farm, instead of throwing it out, I have a little photo shoot and I make a marketplace ad and I sell it to some strange person who shows up. We don't throw anything out here. And of course, behind the scenes, we're also building this addition on the house here at the Rylee Ranch. So we have a little more space inside. And what has been completed today? Well, it's always exciting when you get another step done. We have officially completed shingling the roof on the new addition at the Rylee Ranch. Now that our roof is all shingled, we're gonna start tie-backing the building and putting in our windows and doors.